as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on third. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Geno. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Back to throw, Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to pump this one away. Taking it about the 16. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the Ravens. They'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll get this on past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They go play action now. Jackson. Pass out left, finds Kohler. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
No, we changed it.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith going for it all. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
Here we go. No ball.
Geno now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. multiple defenders in there to drop him. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 48 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they run with Edwards off the option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll get this to Flowers, left side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuck that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down, Hill. And we'll get this one down to about the 17. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now third down and 7. Jackson to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place